Beta Season 2 is here for Splitgate, and I am very excited. It is the time to play. This video is sponsored by Splitgate. They gave me the opportunity to play Beta Season 2 early with some other creators, and I was very excited because honestly, if you've watched the channel the last year, I love Splitgate. I've been covering it since 2019, and this is easily the best time if you're either a new or returning player to check out Splitgate. Best season yet, hands down. As somebody who's been running this game since 2019, this is just the beginning, and it is really juicy and a very fun FPS. Now, at a high level, here's what Beta Season 2 brings with it. A new matchmaking system, new battle pass. They've remastered the map Abyss. It looks amazing. 3 new game modes, an update to the progression and the leveling system with some cool badges and new flair, plus a lot of other improvements we'll talk about today. If you've been watching the channel, you know we've been covering this a lot, so you may be familiar with Matchmaker 2.0. If you're not, it is the new matchmaking system. Splitgate took their old code, got rid of it completely when it comes to the matchmaking side, and rewrote everything from scratch. It's faster, it's smarter. Most importantly, you're going to get into matches with more human players consistently. If you're brand new to Splitgate, there's a little bit of an onboarding experience where in your matches, you're going to play some bots. Now, after a certain level threshold, I don't know what it is, you'll have less and less bots in your matches and you'll be running against human players. And what was happening with Matchmaker 1.0, if it was a particularly low population time of day, now granted this game is crossplay, so you got Xbox, PlayStation, and the PC world coming together, but if it was like a low population time of the day, the old Matchmaker might have just thrown you in a game and said, okay, we'll put 3 bots in there to fill the rest of it out. That is not happening with Matchmaker 2.0, or it should happen far, far less. Additionally, if you've played Splitgate, you know sometimes you would be thrown into a waiting area where you'd play like FFA while you're waiting to get into a game. That's going to happen much, much less. And Matchmaker 2.0 is here, fresh code, everything, and I'm very excited. Additionally, they've done some tweaks, so they've added a Midwest server. They say that the matchmaking rating of a party is now more heavily weighted than higher skilled members, which previously averaged the party's MMR. Not sure how that's going to translate, how we're going to have to play, a bunch of matches and see, is it a little bit sweatier of a season? I don't know. I'm just very excited on this one because you could clearly tell when you got into a match and there was like a bot trouncing around. Next up, and visually probably the most apparent, is the update to Abyss. Abyss is one of the coolest maps in Splitgate. Very Unreal Tournament. They did a complete update to it, changing the visuals, overhauling the art. It looks very AAA, and it really hope represents the direction the game is going moving forward. I'm hoping some of the other maps are going to get a treatment like this because it's very impressive. If you play this map a lot, they actually have changed it a little bit. So in the playtest and in the footage, you'll see, you might notice some sightlines that are a little different. More importantly, there's some new portal paths, and it does impact the way the map plays. We'll have to do a lot more testing before I can give a full analysis, but on the games that I played, it's very fun, and I think this is a big win for them because visually, hopefully this captures the eyes of some new players. At least for me, being somebody who loves this map, I'm like, sweet, this looks great. This looks like a AAA title. The 3 new game modes we actually got the chance to test out on this early session here. Juggernaut. So it's FFA with 1 really hard to kill player. The Juggernaut is selected at random, and you score points by surviving as the Juggernaut. If you take him out, you become the new Juggernaut. It was kind of fun, honestly. I mean, it's like Halo Juggernaut, where it's kind of a goofy game mode, but it was very fun. Everybody was hooting and hollering, and I think it adds a nice extra bit of variety in here. So Hot Zone is the other one. Capture and control the neutral zone for 30 seconds to score a point. Everybody should be pretty familiar with what that is, and yeah, it makes sense, and I think it's a good game. Forces a lot of map movement, and where the hot zones are creates some cool and unique play opportunities. Lockdown, again, if you're a Halo player, you're very familiar with this. You score a point by controlling all 3 hills at the same time. After you score the point, the hills move. We had some really big battles on the playtest session with this, and it was really fun. Epic moments where everybody's scrambling, trying to get the hills, portaling around the maps, and it adds that different layer of being able to hop from point A to C if you can just go through a portal pad. Beyond that, there's the new battle pass. It is sweet. I like the skins. I like the direction that they're going with all of this. In fact, I talked about it in an earlier video. It almost looks like cell shady, some of the skins, like a definite Valorant feel for a few of these. And I really like that. Plus, very Sparrow Racing League if you play Destiny. I did read through all of the patch notes, and they have made some changes to some of the weapons, but not a whole lot. Nothing here that's really going to change things dramatically. They already had the sandbox in a nice spot. I'll run through that a little bit later in the video if you want to stick around. A new progression system. So I'm level like 110 in Splitgate, and that means you get a little badge next to your name. So once you've hit level like 115 to 216, you get a badge. From 217 to 318, another badge, all the way up until like level 1000 plus. And that's pretty cool because, you know, I'm playing with some people who are like level 3 or 400, and they've got some flair to show for it. In the Master Chief Collection, think of it as like your silver or gold, you know, like the blue badge, that kind of a thing. Additionally, they have badges themselves. So if you do something cool, like get kills through portals or score the highest on your team, these little bits of flair you get to put actually onto your player card. Pretty awesome. I really like it. We have new seasonal challenges, which is fantastic. If you haven't been playing this game, there are daily, weekly, and seasonal challenges that reward you for playing. Every single time you hop onto Splitgate, you feel like you're making progress, you're unlocking cool things, and you're going to get drops if you're earning some of those challenges. Another big one is the map creator mode. So there is a Forge-like mode in Splitgate. It's been there for a while, but they put a brand new template in called Wet Ocean. It's really pretty, kind of reminds me of Reach Forge World, but a little bit nicer tones. And this is great because there's already incredible forgers and map creator people making awesome stuff in Splitgate. You can play it in the custom game mode right now. Later this season, they're going to be implementing those creator maps into matchmaking, and that is massive. You take Wet Ocean as well, the new map creator template, and also bring it into the fold. It adds visual variety because it's dramatically different than the first map creator template. And you have something that's probably like going to be huge. That is the most exciting element about Beta Season 2 for me, is sometime down the road in this season, we're gonna get to play these awesome community-made maps within matchmaking, and that's massive. That just empowers your community to kick butt. They've got buy-in. The people who are making the maps feel incentivized because potentially thousands of people are gonna get to play those maps. And we as players win because there's variety there. All right, now I mentioned they did do some weapon changes. They've increased the battle rifle fire rate just very slightly, reduced shotgun ammo pickup from 6 bullets down to 5, increased the carbine rate of fire just a tiny bit, and decreased the plasma rifle damage while also increasing its fire rate. Pistol clip is getting bigger, but it's getting body shot damage decreases as well as headshot damage decreases. They've added a tap to pickup option for controller with further improvements planned. If any of you play controller, I would love to know what that one means. They've also fixed a bug where bullets were the incorrect size going through portals, and this had given portal campers an advantage when being shot at through the portals from a distance. So what they did is they made bullets get 25% bigger when they go through an ally or enemy portal. You'll note if you watched the tip video yesterday, I talked about it. Like if you shoot back through an enemy's portal, it feels pretty generous. It's always felt pretty generous if somebody's standing on the other side of that portal, almost as if there was additional aim assist. Well, I was incorrect. It's not additional aim assist. Your bullets get 25% bigger when it goes through the portal. So remember, shoot back through enemy portals. You might just be rewarded for it. There's a lot of other changes to the weapon spawns on most of the maps, plus objective placements and the order on several of those maps. Long story short, it is the best time to try out Splitgate. It's very fun. I honestly think it's the most fun FPS experience right now if you're looking for like arena style. If you're a returning player, hop back in. There's a big community, and as somebody who's been playing Beta Season 1 a ton the last 6 weeks, it's a really nice and awesome scene. Like people are very genuinely hoping that this game just takes off again like it did last summer and carries that momentum. I think the team is doing a remarkable job of like listening to their community. And then if they can just keep making fun stuff and dropping new content in like this, I'm just happy. I'm pretty stoked. Now, with all of that said, if you are a new or returning player, I've got some tips set up to help you out right away. You can click that video on the screen right now. Easy settings, things you want to switch right away that will definitely make your life easier in this new season. Thanks to Splitgate for sponsoring the video. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon.